Hi everybody, my name's Sagar and I'm happy to do a short video today based on this book by Paramahansa Yogananda, How to Have Courage, Calmness and Confidence. And my good friend Dave, he asked me to talk about the quality of courage. So first I'm going to read a little bit from this book and then I'm going to share some thoughts on that topic. What really fascinated me as I was reading the courage section of this book was this line: if we want to relieve ourselves of fear, we should meditate upon courage, and in due time we shall be freed from the bondage of fear. And I was thinking about this line, meditate upon courage. There's many ways to do it, but for me what works well is to meditate upon the lives of courageous people. That's one way you can tune into the quality of courage. Paramahansa Yogananda said environment is stronger than willpower, and I have found reading the lives of people who have really been courageous brings out that quality of courage in me. So, I want to share with you the stories from the life of one courageous person I have been reading about recently with the 4th of July just behind us. That's Abraham Lincoln. I realized I didn't know much about US history, and so based on the recommendation of a couple of friends, I started reading this book called A Team of Rivals, which is an excellent book on Lincoln's life. And there's another reason I chose Abraham Lincoln. Paramahansa Yogananda said that Lincoln had been a yogi, Himalayan yogi in past lives, and he had died with the desire to bring about racial equality, which is why he was born as Abraham Lincoln. He also said that Abraham Lincoln was reborn in the 20th century as a well-known aviator, but I leave that for you as a homework to find out who that aviator was. If you don't know, drop us a line, ask us a question and we'll tell you. But from the life of Abraham Lincoln, here are 3 or 4 points I found are important if we want to develop the quality of courage. The first is to have a high-minded goal. Lincoln, for example, had to struggle through many adversities. Achieving what he achieved was not easy, but the courage that he drew on came from realizing that what he was doing, what he was aspiring for was right. So, if you find you want to develop the quality of courage, the best way to do it is direct your attentions and energies towards a high-minded goal. Then after that, planning is equally important. Courage is not an abstract quality. Courage comes when we have done our part in planning our steps right. Abraham Lincoln was a very astute politician. He took care of his political campaigns. He worked many hours on his speeches, on his delivery, on weighing the pros and cons of each and every action. So, if you want to develop courage, many people find that they have fear because the planning has not been enough. If we plan well, we know we have done our best, then automatically the courage of the soul, which is latent in all of us, starts springing forth. So, the third quality from Lincoln's life, which is very important, it's not often emphasized in today's world, is courage comes when we help others succeed and when we make friends everywhere. The reason this book on Lincoln's life is called Team of Rivals is because when he was trying to clinch the Republican nomination for president, he was in a crowded field of 4 candidates and he won. But after he won, he took each of those candidates and gave them prominent positions in his cabinet: Secretary of State, the Secretary of Treasury, Attorney General, because he saw these were exceptional people and their services could be of huge help not just to the nation but to themselves. So, he was always like that. Magnanimity brings our hidden courage out, because when we know we are in the right, when we know we are doing the best we can for everybody, then automatically the universe conspires to give us strength when we need it. And the final quality which was abundant in Lincoln's life was a sense of humor, which is very important for courage. If you are always uptight, if you are always worried, always tense, thinking about the goal, you will find that you develop worry consciousness, fear, etc. But learning to be joyful, learning to see life as it is and be happy. Lincoln had many adversities in life. His laugh, his smile wasn't cynical, but there was a fount of bliss within him from which he brought joy as well as courage. For example, when he nominated Ulysses Grant, who later became the president, as the head of the Northern Army, many people complained about his hard drinking, because there's always people who complain no matter what. And Grant had many great qualities. He was a great general, but he also knew, just like Lincoln, how to support everybody, work supportively, build alliances. And so when the other generals who were not doing anything complained, but he's a drunkard, Lincoln said, if I only knew the brand of the whiskey he drinks, I would make every general drink it, so they would start winning. But the point here is we have to learn to find joy amidst life's challenges. So courage comes more and more as we develop these and many other qualities despite life's challenges. It does not come by making challenges go away or wishing that we had no challenges at all. So I hope you have a wonderful time reading this book, How to Have Courage, Calmness and Confidence, and many blessings on your spiritual journey. Joy to you.